Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Dirt, the early morning Rollup, 88.7 FM, The Blaze, Power 214. You already know what time it is. And I'm here with my brother of the hour, Wayvo.
What's up, bro?
Masculinity coach extraordinaire.
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm here to talk to you this morning, man. So let's dive right into it, man. Right now, the state of the culture when it comes to women and men, are we at war?
Yeah, it's a war that was implemented by, the powers that be, and it's basically to use our natural biological hard drives to combat one another when we should be working together, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, man, because I see a lot of stuff online these days, and some of it is appalling sometimes. Like, I give the whole well, you have these circumstances where I get a scenario where the baby daddy bought over food for his kid and not the rest of the kids, and that was a whole uproar as far, or brought McDonald's when the other kids had food to eat, or whatever the case may be. Right. In those particular situations, the outrage was just so immense online from females, with multiple baby daddies or have been in that situation. And for me, it's just, I didn't understand it. I didn't know where it was coming from.
Well, yeah, it's a slippery slope when basically the majority of females today, by the, powers that be and the, social status and the programs that are implemented, basically women want all of the benefits without the responsibility. And you as a man, you're supposed to take care of responsibilities that are not your responsibilities. That's what that was.
Woo!
So when it comes to females are used to being entitled because of the handouts that they've been given. The government handouts, whether you want to say food stamps, Section 8, child support, alimony, things that you are receiving without doing any work. And they feel like they're entitled to it. So when that happened, that was just an amalgamation of everything coming at one point where it's all this entitlement, handouts, and it's like, that's what's expected, when it's like, as men, we earn what we get. And women don't necessarily see it that way nowadays. Now, back in the day, women had to go out and do an honest day's work along with their man. Our women would be working alongside us in the cotton fields, or cleaning up that house or whatever have you. And now that we're in a different age, now it's like the hierarchy is basically been manipulated and switched around. It's supposed to be God, man, woman, child, whereas now it's the woman is at the top and we're led by a matriarchy.
Yeah, man. So I definitely see that. It's like the lines are super duper blurred. Everybody has an opinion, and anytime that you do anything that could be considered masculine, or you just saying, hey, I don't like this, that's trash, you could be considered misogynistic or toxic, but to play advocate, what do you say to those women who are listening to this and they say, well, nobody ever gave me anything. I had to work and get everything out of the mud. I didn't have a father. I learned through navigating through this world, and I'm at a place where I'm able to take care of myself and my family, and I don't need a man.
Well, to those women that say that, I'll basically be like, how is that working out for you right now? Because women will highlight how they feel versus the facts. And the facts is what we can look up at the CDC. The facts is what we can look up, when you file your taxes. The facts are what we can look up when it comes to your resources, passive income, where your children go to school at, what car you like. This is what it is. They say this is what they want, but when it comes to the measurement of how you're gonna get the outcome that you want, they really don't want to listen. They go on how they feel versus what is real. So when it comes to that, how is that working out for you? The numbers show that I'm speaking on our demographic, Black women are the least married. When it comes to Black women in the socioeconomic status, they have $5 to their name as far as all of them put together, despite being the most enrolled.
$5.
This is net worth is $5. So regardless of them being enrolled in college, saying they're the most educated, no, you're the most enrolled. We're coming out with the most businesses You're also the most businesses are being shut down and you don't have any employees. It's just you, putting out stamps and, sending off stuff yourself. So when it comes to what's really going on with the numbers that you can measure, forget how you feel. What can we measure over time? That's where we really start to see if we're making progress. When you line up the numbers, marriage, social economic status, the schools that we go to, and as far as just rising up the economic ladder, the numbers don't lie. Mm-hmm. But women like to, exult and rise how they feel versus what is really real. And Black women for the most part and our race altogether it's not where we should be because we're not using the correct measuring stick.
I agree with that. And speaking about measuring stick.
How much they have to their name?
Huh?
How much they have to their name?
$5. Net worth. Net worth is $5. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about from Oprah, the million and billionaire females is a few to
the negative billion.
To the women living off Hall Street in the projects. And if you accumulate all of that, it's $5. Women are check to check. They just trying to make it to Friday. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes to, they just trying to make it to Friday. They just trying to make it to income tax. They just trying to make it.
Not making it income tax.
Am I lying? This is real. Women will basically count money before it get in their hand, and then before it even when it get in their hand, it's already gone.
But there's a lot of women out here that are getting to a bag though. And I even say that because, even if you look in corporate world, like they're more likely to give a promotion or put a Black woman into an authoritative position than what they would a Black man.
The double minority, the double minority incentive.
Yeah.
If the federal government will incentivize and give companies incentives as far as, okay, you need to, because my mother's a double minority, in the construction company, and she's Black. So she's gonna be allocated, biddings that are designated just for her so they can be like, okay, we're in an inclusion. But despite of all that, Black women, they are getting to a bag. And Black women outnumber men, period. Mm-hmm. But regardless of that, and all of this, we're doing this as women, we're doing that as women, men still pick the jobs that pay the most as far as STEM, as far as, construction, as far as things that build, things that have substantial longevity versus, doing eyelashes, nails, and stuff that get shut down when COVID come around.
Yeah.
You understand? So when it comes to things that are long lasting and longevity, men, we tend to pick these things that's never gonna stop. Truck driving, construction, building a road versus, doing your eyebrows, your nails, stuff that really don't matter when it comes to the whole, the inclusion of society and what's gonna keep us afloat.
The whole ecosystem. I get you, man. Shout out to my brother Wayvo for coming through and rocking with me, man. Look, y'all don't be too mad at us, man. We just been speaking some facts up here.
Actuals and actuals.
Man, I appreciate you for coming through and rocking with me, man. Tell people where they can find you, follow you, debate you.
I'm on Instagram. It's logical_over_emotion. Logic over emotion, because that's the only way we're gonna make this needle move forward. So logic_over_emotion on Instagram, and that's pretty much it right now.
Man, all day, man. Masculinity coach extraordinaire himself, my brother Wayvo, right here on Power 214 and 88.7 FM, The Blaze.